All right, we're
live.
We are live, guys. We are live. How does it feel, guys? How does it feel? We had a little technical difficulties for the 8 a.m. live stream.
Well, I don't know how this works. If anybody's going to be
We'll figure it out. This is our first one, so we'll get it.
Well, we haven't done one in a really long time.
We'll get a little more dialed in here and all that stuff. So, Sandy.
Yes.
Let's take a deep breath here. We've been stressing out over this for
we had to do something with the encoder. I don't know.
Yeah. So we got some papers
technical
here.
Stuff is not
Alex
for
just joined us. What's up, Alex?
Alex!
Thanks for checking us out.
Oh, 12 people. All right, good. So they came over. All right, good.
So we had a link to the last video. It didn't work. So, yeah, you know how it goes.
All right.
What's up, Jane?
So,
what's up, Sassy?
Who's here? Let's see. Sassy, Jane, Alex. Thank you guys for tuning in.
So
Annabelle,
what is the purpose of this live?
All right, so the purpose of this live is
what up?
We haven't posted in a long time, and I mean, just the past week we posted a few, but it has been a really long time. So we wanted to check in with everybody because everybody's like, "Are you guys still doing this? What's going on? Where are you?" So that's what this video is, and just to say hi to everybody and give shout outs and answer some questions that people have been sending in. When will you come back to the Philippines? Annabelle, so we are going to answer that. We're coming back. We're going to start planning the trip really soon. And we plan to stay for a while. So, yes, I have questions about that too, where we should go and have meetups.
Yeah.
What's that? Sassy what?
It's Allison.
Oh, it's Allison. Happy birthday, Allison. So Allison and Mimi. I posted this, that Allison is today's her 10th birthday. And she was inspired by my hair. That's what she wanted for her 10th birthday was to get a mohawk.
What's up, Evan?
That's amazing. Well, you rock it. I love it. Happy birthday.
All right. So let's get to the story first. Why we're going to move. So we just got this mic
from Edmonton.
We just got this mic yesterday because we're trying to like up our game and our live casting thing like that. So it's going to be a little moving around the mic and all that fun stuff. But I think it sounds real good right now. What do you guys think? It's my radio voice. All right. Yeah, hold on. Let me tell the story real quick. All right. So as you can tell, we're back in the house, right? So we've been traveling the world for the past 3 years, United States for a little bit. And we were in an RV full time. And while we were in Bali for the past 4 months, we decided, so we're in Bali for the past 4 months and we're staying in all these villas, Airbnbs, these beautiful places with a lot of space. I don't know, 1,000 square feet, 1,500 square feet, 2,000 square feet. Just moving. And the RV is about 300 square feet. So once you get used to a little bit more room, you come back and you're like, whoa, I think we need a little bit more room.
Well, we also weren't planning on coming back.
Hold on a sec. So we're going to move this over.
Just keep it in the middle. We were also planning on staying in Southeast Asia for a long time, especially throughout the winter. And I don't like the winter at all. I don't like the cold. So coming back in the cold weather and thinking about going into a cold RV was just no. So we're like, if we're going to be here for a minute, we have to get a house. So now we're in this big house. It's nice and warm. Do you guys like the house?
Yeah. Everybody's got room.
Everybody has their own room. And so, you know, as a child, I think they all need that once in a while too. Yeah. So, yeah.
All right.
So now we're here.
Somebody said put the mic back in the middle. So
thank you.
Let's just see how
Thank you. Because he's moving it around. Let's just leave it there.
I want it to sound like this because it sounds so good.
Terry, I'm French, but living in China. I will be in Cebu next Tuesday. Oh, I'm so jealous.
So cool. All right, so we're in a house right now. We came back to Las Vegas. I had to do a couple jobs here. So we were in Bali for 4 or 5 months, and a couple jobs popped up back here in Vegas. So if anybody doesn't know, we have a video production company here in Las Vegas, and we make videos for other people, companies, weddings. We've had a film business for almost 11 years now. Almost anything that has to do with video, we can do. That's our specialty. That's how we make our living and stuff like that. So while we were in Bali, I had to come back and shoot a couple videos. And while I was here, I told Sandy, I go, you know what? For the next stage of our evolution, for what we're trying to build out, for what we're trying to accomplish, I think it'll just be better if we all kind of come back here and sit down for a minute. Because when you're on the run, when you're out in the world traveling, it is so hard to get anything done. And kudos to all you people out there that are traveling full time and are still doing everything and getting it done. Because here we are. We're in this tropical, exotic, crazy location, 10,000 miles away from what we're used to. And I could either sit at the computer for 15 hours a day, or I can go sit on the beach with my family. And so it's really hard for me to focus and stay laser precision to get all these videos out. And while we're traveling, like I said, it's just really hard to sit down and edit videos and get to what needs to get done. So we decided to hit pause for just a second so we can come back to Las Vegas and build. We need to build because we love all the reactions that we get from you guys. We love all the comments. We love all the interaction. And we think that we might be onto something, and we think that we might be able to take this to the next level and really make YouTube our full-time gig. So
yes,
you want to lead into anything with that? So what are we doing back in Vegas? So you could say that.
All right. So I think coming back to Vegas, we realized something while we were traveling in Bali. We were a part of this pop-up community where we were the head of the video program for kids. And so we taught 15 amazing kids. You know, some of them already were pretty experienced and had their own YouTube channel, but we taught them how to shoot video and edit and all that kind of stuff, how to tell the story. And we didn't realize what need there was, first of all, for kids, but all of the parents as well were like, they wanted to know more and more and more and asked if we had anything, you know, beyond that. And we didn't, but we realized we need to create some online video courses because there's stuff out there, but I don't know, people are not finding them or whatnot. So we want to give back because this film is our business for the past 11 years. So make sure you're watching the comments. Oh, Bella says she misses Skylar. Hey, Joshua, Bella, and Lucas. So we decided that something that we want to do is create online video courses. We were planning on doing it in Lombok, Bali, but coming back to Vegas just seemed like the easiest way because we can get all, you know, create the set how we wanted and all that good stuff. So
so we did create the set in the background. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it looks really cool. We had some neon signs, some lights, adventure signs, drones. Yeah. So this is our little set that we're going to be shooting stuff.
So this will be our home for a little bit until we hit the road again. But yeah, and then we're going to go crazy with our YouTube videos because we realize how much we love sharing what we do with everybody, inspiring people, all the comments that we get where people say they don't even have kids yet, but they want to be parents like us and whatnot. And we're inspiring people to do something different and live a different way. And so for us, that means the world, our heart explodes, and we realize we want to focus more on that. So all the comments are coming in. It's so nice. Let's see. Hey, Sandy, Carlo here from the Philippines. Shout out to all. So yes, so let's stay on track.
And I miss you too, Bella.
Oh. So yeah, so traveling is absolutely amazing. And people ask us there was one question in particular. How did we get here? Let me see. I wrote the question.
All right, so do you guys want to hear a little backstory on, you know, where we are? Do you want to say it or do you want me to say it?
Like our story, how we started. All right. So a lot of people have been asking.
Mommy's digging deep here. So
a lot of people have been asking how we started. First of all, is the audio good? Tell us if the audio is good, because I don't want to be blowing people's ears out now.
And we've been geeking out on this microphone for 3 days. We went out and bought it yesterday, a little $150 mic, so that we could have some good audio for you guys.
Yes, because
hopefully it's good.
We did it live a while ago, and the
Alex says it's perfect.
Oh,
Cody.
good. Thank you.
What's up, Cody?
So how we started this whole life was our kids were in school over 3 years ago.
So just how many years ago is it? Let's back
up.
Let's
3 years ago, we moved into the RV.
Let's back up 10 years. Let's tell that whole story.
Okay, so let's back up 10 years. So Jimmy was a restaurant manager, and I was doing real estate. And
thanks for letting us know the audio is good.
And we had Nixon. And Jimmy hated his job at the restaurant. He was working at Nobu. It's an awesome restaurant, but it just wasn't his thing. So we had Nixon. She was our first. And Jimmy started creating these videos and realized he had iMovie. He started on iMovie and realized that he really enjoyed it. And they were really good, like home videos. So we started putting them on Facebook, and everybody was saying, God, these are really good. You know, this is really fun to watch, blah, blah, blah. And so at the time, we had 2 friends pass away, right at our age. Lionel, give a shout out to Lionel, and Kimberly.
Lionel.
Oh, it gets me emotional. But so they passed away. The Kimberly from breast cancer, Lionel had a heart attack in his sleep, and that really shook our worlds because you don't normally see much less 1 or 2 people pass away at your age. So it made us just look at our lives, and I hope anybody out there that's listening, you know, sometimes you need those wake up calls to realize, is this my best life? Am I living my best life? And I think for us, that's what We got down to, the basics.
Living my best life.
And said, what do we want to do? You hate your job. I like doing real estate, but I had Nixon. And when you're doing real estate, you don't have that flexibility anymore. So, at the time we were thinking, all right, you really like video, you really like editing. Jimmy's cousin had come into town and showed us his wedding video. And it was one of those super cinematic, emotional, we were bawling at the end. And we were like, man, we're very emotional people that maybe we could do something like this. And we asked him how much he paid for his wedding video. And it was a good amount of money because we were thinking, if we're going to give up our jobs and go all in on something, it has to actually, we have to be able to survive on it.
And then I was born.
And yes. So we started thinking, okay, can we start a film company? Can we do this? Blah, blah, blah. And, literally, we just went all in. We still kept our jobs, but went all in. We started a film production company called Something New Films, where we primarily just started doing weddings. But because of Jimmy's editing skills and his passion for it and being able to tell stories, we kind of soared right from the beginning in Las Vegas, and we're competing with the top videographers in town. And then, I don't know, from that, it kind of just scaled and scaled and scaled and started doing amazing things, traveling the world, literally flying to South Africa, doing all these amazing things from our film company. And fast forward 10 years, fast forward 7 years, our kids were in school.
And I was born.
And we...
Sky was born.
Sky was born.
No,
they were in
Ryder
school.
was born.
Ryder was born. And we realized our kids were in school, and it was hell. I don't know if you guys have kids in school, but the whole daily grind in the morning, picking them up from school, trying to do homework, make dinner, do all the, activities. Life was just busy, and it was just not very fun. So then we were exposed to world schooling. And if you haven't heard of what world schooling is about, there's 2 Facebook pages. We are World Schoolers and World Schooling. Is it World Schoolers or World Schooling?
Not sure.
I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. But when I started scrolling on Facebook and seeing what these families were doing, my mind was blown. I was like, Jimmy, you gotta come here. And that was our ticket. Like, that was our escape.
That was our awakening.
That was our awakening, And if you have kids, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be, a good time, right? And when they were in school, it just wasn't a good time. Can anybody relate to that? If you can relate to that, give me a comment, because I don't know. We're the only ones that struggled with that. I don't know.
It was so hard.
It was hard. Okay. Oh yeah. No, we don't need to. So from there, we had just come back we were in Thailand, I think, and saw that there was a World Schooling Summit happening in Mexico that Lainey and Miro put on. Lainey, we love you. You seriously changed our lives. So we went to that. It was like a 3-day thing in Mexico. And I think we saw what families were doing. We saw how happy they were traveling the world, how cool the kids were. Kids that had never been to school, but just learned from their travels. And I think that was it. We literally went home, sold everything we owned, moved into the RV, and just started our journey, our adventure.
And someone said they had a question. I was like,
yeah, you want to take a little break?
Okay, let's see. Yeah.
You guys, okay, so we're going to do a little disrupt here. We're going to do a little disrupt because the kids are very anxious to get in and say
we have
thanks.
40 people watching right now. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, school in Vegas. All right, so Ryder, you go ahead. Ryder's been dying to say something. We're just going to leave the mic right there.
When we were at Bali, I really wanted to leave because I love the clear water there.
Oh, give me 5, boy. You are just like your mama.
And I was gonna cry.
And Nixie, what do you want to say something real quick? Nixon has a TikTok channel that she's been dying to shout out. So let's go ahead and just shout out the TikTok channel real quick. It's called Follow Me on TikTok, U2U. All right.
It's UTOU.
UTOU. And Sky?
Mine is Skylar, SKYLAR, and then underscore, and
stars.
Then STAR with a Z.
All right. We'll put that in the description later and all that stuff.
Mine?
All right.
And Ryder just started
his TikTok channel. So what was yours called, Rye?
I don't know.
It's called Fly.
Ryder started his yogi journey in Bali.
Rye, yours is called Travis. What's up, fam? Hey, Travis. It's all because of you, brother. No, this Travis is on there. All right.
Oh, Travis, hey.
So did you want to say something else?
His TikTok is fly.
Oh yeah. Say your TikTok.
Fly Rai. Fly Rai Rai.
Fly Rai. FLYRYRY.
And if you don't have TikTok, download it now.
All right.
So the kids we let the kids have their own TikTok channels because
Do you guys want to go
what
play
they
for a
are
second?
learning.
Yeah. Okay. The kids want to be dispersed for a second
yeah, go
because
ahead, guys.
they're getting a little anxious here, and Ryder keeps manhandling the microphone and making all those weird noises that I'm geeking out on. Stop touching the mic. I'm trying to make it perfect.
So we let the kids have TikTok channels because
it's us. Woo,
what they are learning from it and their own video, they're editing, they're filming everything themselves,
All right.
and they're doing some really cool stuff.
So with the TikTok channel, like I haven't done anything with these kids. I'm going to change the thing here.
Harmony?
Yeah, I'm going to change it. There we go.
Okay.
So I haven't done anything with these kids to teach them how to do TikTok, and man, the stuff that they're editing, I'm like,
Teaching
whoa,
themselves.
this is some pretty cool stuff that you guys are doing here.
We have a TikTok channel, but we haven't uploaded one yet
I'm trying to
because
make.
I don't even know how to do it.
No, seriously.
I'm embarrassed.
All right, so
Okay.
we are back in Vegas. We're back in Vegas to sit still, to create, to make stuff, to sustain us anywhere in the world. We're gonna come back. I've got over 100 videos that I need to edit for YouTube. We've got about 8 terabytes of footage to do. Each video takes me about 10 or 15 minutes. So some way I've got the kids are upstairs watching our live
They're
stream. That's
watching the
funny.
live upstairs.
So some way I need to figure out a way to streamline the process. So if anybody knows, I mean, it's just a beast to edit. Maybe I could bring on some editors. We're here to really build a team and take this to the next level because we see the potential and we see that it's something that we're very passionate about. And we want to share our message with everybody. So that's why we're in Vegas, to sit still for a minute, to build, to create, to make a legacy that, you know, these kids will have and we'll have and all that fun stuff. And in that, we're going to create a set of video courses, how to edit, how to shoot, what camera gears to get, and all that fun stuff. And that
So
takes
if you're interested in taking your video game to the next level,
to figure it out.
Stay tuned. It'll be a couple of months because we have a lot to do before then.
Yeah.
But it's on the burners for sure.
Yes. Thanks, Travis, man. Just
Hi, Fat Nega, Janie, Judy's Life, Django 20. Are you back in the States? Yes, we are back in Las Vegas at the moment.
and so we are not done traveling. Like don't think that we're done traveling. We're sitting still for a minute so we can get some stuff done.
Pause,
because we're like butterflies and like we have, I don't know, ADD as adults, I guess. And wherever the wind blows, we go, oh, let's go over there and see it. That looks so fun. And now we're 3 months of not doing anything and we kind of need to do something.
All right, so let's ask
not a bad
some
thing.
questions.
Definitely not a bad thing. But
So we're gonna go into some questions
All
that
right.
people sent in.
So yeah, we've been collecting questions for the past week or so. So we're gonna get to some of those right now.
All right. So Marley Blue and Peppa, what's up?
Nixon is the oldest kid, Allison. So we got Nixon is the oldest, Skylar's the middle, and
Nixon is 10, yeah.
Ryder's the youngest guy. All right,
And
she's
her
turning
birthday's
11
soon,
soon.
yeah. All right. So Marley Blue and Peppa said, do you get sick very often? So not really. When we're traveling, we don't get
No, I mean, it's funny
stomach
because
issues here and there, but if you have activated charcoal, definitely travel with activated charcoal because that helps speed up the process and get out the whatever is poison is in you.
and one of our friends actually, when we were in Bali this last time, she had clay.
Clementine.
She had clay.
Clementine, what was that? If you're watching, put it in the comments.
She had a bag of clay, and so
Sand, clay, or
you mix it in
something.
with water and you drink it, and then like it binds to all your massive stomach issues, and boom, it's gone. So it's like, all right, I'll drink clay. I don't care. So do we get sick that much? We don't get sick that much. We have gotten sick before, so we're kind of cautious on the restaurants that we eat at, and we are a firm believer that you definitely get what you pay for. And so everybody's like, "Oh, you can go over there and get street food for 25 cents," and it's like, "Yeah, you can," and it's probably good.
I get sick,
but
be prepared.
You're taking a chance, and 4 days of laying in bed with massive stomach issues is not worth 25
Especially
cent
if
meal
you're
for me.
traveling for a short period of time. You don't want half your trip to be in bed down and out.
We travel for like 3 months, a month, 4 months at a time. So if we get sick, we're like, oh, well, we'll just, ride it out for 4 days. But I would be very upset if I had an 8-day trip over to
And
Southeast
you're sick half
Asia
the time,
and you're
yeah.
just sick for 4 days. I would be like, man, that sucks.
All right, next question.
All right.
From Brenda Ibarajas said, did you have a good day? Brenda, girl, every day
Every day's a good day.
is a good day. I'm telling you, no matter what happens, the kids can be crazy
Oh my
or whatever we have going on.
If anybody has kids, let us know if your kids are really crazy, because everybody's like, "Oh my God, your kids are so amazing." Yeah. Just so you guys know, I only put the good stuff in the videos, and that's only about 20% of the time. The other 80% of the time, we're like, "We made this decision on purpose." No, it's wonderful. It's very trying, and it's
they're kids,
it's a lot.
And they're siblings, and they fight a lot, and so
yeah.
All right, so Top Gun 2 heading to Palawan. Should I be worried about malaria?
All right. So this is everybody's like, oh my God. We went to South Africa for a couple of weeks, and everybody, I thought we were all going to die going to South Africa. Oh man, there were these big, massive horse pills, and you had to take like 2 a day.
We took a few. And
I could just feel my insides like.
We're not in the middle of the jungle
churning.
where we're with these, crazy bugs. Everywhere was pretty like. Just
I was like going to LA. Like South Africa was like. I mean.
So as far as any of those things, dengue fever, we don't take any. What do you call them? Vaccines. We don't use any vaccines.
We're from Vegas, man. We roll the dice and just go with it and see what happens.
Yeah. So, but I would say if you are nervous, check the CDC, where you're going, everything, and check up on all that, because that's just us. But
just so everybody knows, the world's pretty advanced these days. It's not like we're going back in the bush and I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So Reggie Villanueva.
We just kind of roll with it.
Reggie, you are so awesome. You're always commenting and sending love, and we just want to send love back to you. You said, what part of the Philippines do you want to go to next?
Us?
So
where do we want to go?
What part do you want to do? We want to go. Us.
Yeah. Okay. All of it. Yes. We only went to maybe 7 locations last time we spent a month there, and just seeing like what's out there, we're like, oh my God, we didn't get to nothing. So
yeah. Well, seriously, but traveling between the islands, it's a little exhausting. You're taking ferries and planes and boats and all that stuff. So we tried to strategically plan the month that we were there, so we didn't exhaust the kids also, because when you do get sick and you have to travel, that's not so fun. Like Sky threw up all over me in the plane. One time, I think it was from Coron to Cebu, and she had a stomach issue, and sure enough, she was laying down on my lap and all over.
Funny story though, it went down in the seat, and the people behind us had their carry-on underneath the seat, and it went
through.
Oh God, it was like this deep on their carry-on, and they were this nice Japanese couple, and they were like, "Oh, it's okay, don't worry, don't worry."
Oh my God, I feel so bad.
The stewardess walks up with a whole brand new pack of napkins and goes, "Here."
It was literally a garbage bag full, so we're like.
And walked away. And we're like, okay, thank you.
Let me get to a few things. Do we have Instagram? Yes, it's also Trying Something New. Try and Something New. Same thing. Please visit Dumaguete. That's on our list, Tammy, for sure. I totally watch all your videos over and over again. I love your family.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Clarence.
I mean, so we're just blown away that.
Oh wait, hi guys, Kelly Jones. You've inspired us. We're off to the Philippines with our boys, ages 11 and 3. Oh my God. See, that for me is seriously like, there's hands down.
That's the payoff.
Oh my God. Siggy Hor, yep. I will be taking my baby to the Philippines the first time in May. Tammy DeCoster.
All right. Yeah, it's wonderful. And then, so another thing, little side note here. One thing that we learned about Southeast Asia in general is the love they have for kids just blows our minds.
Let me just tell you, if you're going there, and you have kids, just know that when they pick them up and kiss them and love them, don't be nervous. It's just that's the culture, they seriously love. Because our first time to Thailand, we were like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" They're like,
so we land and they grab the kids and they're like taking them all around the hotel and like in the kitchen. And in America, you're like, "Oh my God, my kids!"
Well, in the States, nobody touches your kids. Nobody cares about your kids, really. It's like.
And in Bali, there was this restaurant. It was called.
Come over here and talk.
Crispy pizza, yeah.
Crispy pizza, and
they might be watching. We became friends with the people at Crispy Pizza in Canggu.
And there was puppies. They let us pet like their puppies.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to address something. Justin Belmonte said, "I know you love most Bali, Indonesia, than the Philippines." So that's not true. We love, every country has something different to offer, and it has its own beauty, and the people are amazing. Actually, the people pretty much all over Southeast Asia have been probably the nicest people we've ever met.
Totally. I'm geeking out on lighting here, so just give me a sec.
Oh my gosh. So we don't love one more than the other, okay? I just want you guys to know. I know Filipinos are, you want us to go back to the Philippines, but we also love to travel and want our kids to explore and see everywhere. So I feel like actually that's better. Yeah. So we are coming back to the Philippines and we plan on staying for a while. So that's not true, Justin. Here, answer back. What's the new drone you have now, Jimmy?
Oh no. So we got actually it's right here. We got a little prop, we got a little set up here right now. So same old stuff. Mavic Pro.
The Mavic Pro, not the 2, right? Just the regular.
I would like to get the 2. Definitely like to get the 2.
So,
Skylar's
let's see.
out.
Judy's Life, I Love Bali as well.
All right.
World Towning. Hey guys.
What's up, World
Relate to
Town?
the show. You guys look great. Aw, thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Someone else said don't compare, man.
No. There's a bunch of videos out there like this one versus that one, and everyone has their own beauty, their own charm, their own. I don't know. I don't like one more than the other. I love them all because they're all
have their-
absolutely amazing.
Yes,
Sky
so
went
the
on
kids are
YouTube upstairs and she's watching our live. All right. Give us some more views, Sky. Comment too, Sky. Let us know what you think.
All right.
Yeah.
Totally loving the studio. I see World Time. That's why we came back here because we knew all the stuff that we were doing. And to be able to have access to buy the stuff we wanted to make it look the way we wanted, this made the most sense.
Yeah.
So, of course, we want to be in paradise, not in cold Las Vegas at the moment. But that is what it is.
And just so everybody knows, Vegas gets cold. It was like 35 for the past.
Although it's going to be
months.
like mid-60s the next few days. So hopefully that.
All right.
All
So
right.
what's next on the list here?
All right. So Pat Longdo. Pat, are you watching?
I used to work with Pat.
Have you thought about what the future plans might be as the kiddos grow into teens and beyond? So our kids are 6, 9, and 10. And at the moment, we're sort of just enjoying the ride and letting them explore and see and come into their own and see what they want to do. So we don't have any hard plans as to like what we're doing, but it's all.
We don't even know what we're doing in a year.
It's all like really right now we're just enjoying the journey and letting the kids evolve into what they're doing.
Yeah. So we've been traveling a lot with a lot of families that have been doing this for a lot of years. And we go to all these world schooling conventions and unschooling conventions and meetups and pop-up communities. And to see kids that have grown up in this lifestyle and what they're doing, it's just, it blows our mind. So every time we go to one of these conferences, the kids get up at the very end and they do a little speech about
like the teens.
Yeah, the teens are like, don't worry, you're cool. Like everybody's good. We had an amazing childhood and we are still figuring out ourselves. And you know, if you think about it, what do you want to do with your life? Like, hey, Nix is watching us on very good YouTube.
Oh my God, that's
Yay. What's that? Yeah. Oh, Sky just said something. Thanks, Sky. Oh, your commenting is trying something new. Okay. All right. Give us just a sec, Sky. We got to focus here, baby.
All right. We got a couple of big comments coming.
All right.
Found your channel when I was looking on YouTube for tips going to El Nido, and your video on how much it costs El Nido was the first video I saw. And binge watch the rest of your videos in one day. Are you serious? Alex Bassa.
Thank you.
Thriving with baby.
That makes us feel great.
My family has been inspired to do world schooling with our 3 and 6-year-old this year because of you all and other families. We plan to start out in the U.S. in June.
There we go. So we did the U.S. So we did the U.S. for a couple years, and we felt like we kind of exhausted the U.S. I mean, there's a bazillion things to see in the U.S., but yeah.
So we drove 40,000 miles within the U.S. We went from Vegas to New York, back and forth twice, and took different routes. So we covered a lot of states. And then the same thing up to Washington and back. Jimmy's from Washington, has family there. So
she's from New York, so family there.
Any New Yorkers out there?
Yeah. So let me just back up just for a sec for getting to what you want to do when you grow up, or like what is the plan for the kids. We just let it unfold organically and naturally, and we're still trying to figure out what we want to do when we grow up. Mm-hmm. And so I think a lot of people out there are like that. Like our goal is not to send them to a university to get a degree that they're not necessarily happy with, to work 40 years in a job that they don't necessarily like. So hopefully when they're 65, they've saved up enough money and can go do something when they're too tired and old to have fun. So that's not that. So we want them to be living life right now and experiencing as much as they can and just being beautiful flowers that continually grow, unfold, and evolve, contribute to the world, because that's just...
I think that's a big thing about traveling the world with the kids is we want them to see everybody is the same. Skin color, accent, language, everybody is beautiful inside. And that's what it all comes down to. And so when you start traveling, the world seems really small because it's just a flight away and you're over here, a flight away, you're over there, and you're meeting all different types of people and ethnicities. And for us at the moment, that's the most important thing. is starting that foundation with them and seeing how beautiful the whole world is, not just your neighborhood or your city or wherever, you know.
Because everybody's wonderful out there. A lot of great people. One of my biggest eye openers, I'm going to do a quick side story real quick. One of my biggest eye openers, we landed in like Gili Islands, Gili T. And coming from America, you know, a little bit of a sheltered experience with, let's say, the Muslim community, right? Because everything that you hear on the news and the radio and all this stuff is we're keeping Muslims out of our country and Muslims are bad and Muslims this, Muslims that. So we get to Gili T and all these Muslim women are the full on garb, but just the only thing you see is like their eyes. They're playing beach volleyball, and Sandy and another girl walk up in their little bikinis, and Sandy loves beach volleyball. And we're standing there watching, and they're like, "Do you want to play?" And we're like, "Yeah, hell
I didn't
yeah!"
know. We had just been hanging out on the beach, and I'm like, they're all covered up. You know, I don't want to be rude, but I was like, I really want to play beach volleyball.
So it's funny because
and they were like, "Come on, play!"
All these ladies in black, and then there's two American women that are half naked, and everybody was just playing, and it was fun. And I'm just like,
so
oh my God, like that experience to me just blew my mind because right there I realized that the media is somebody's agenda.
So don't believe the news. And if you watch the news, stop watching the news. It's so negative. It's so
Norway. What's up, Norway?
You know?
Yeah.
So hello from Norway. Hello, Helen Thorson.
So our biggest takeaway is get out there and make your own decisions. Don't believe what everybody tells you. Don't believe what the news media tells you. Like,
think outside the box.
Yeah.
Live outside the box.
There you go.
You know,
make it come to your own conclusions.
I think that's what our whole spinoff of Trying Something New is we want to, in any way possible, just inspire people to try something new. Because everybody, my whole family back in New York, pretty much everybody lives in their neighborhood. They don't travel much. And I think, man, you're missing so much,
Serious.
You know? Oh, later.
Nothing wrong with the Jersey Shore.
Bye, everybody, Lucas.
See you guys. Nothing wrong with the Jersey Shore, but if your whole life is built around going to the Jersey Shore, sorry, Jersey folks. There's more to the world than the Jersey Shore.
Oh, Josh and Andrew know that.
My family does it every year, so I could say that.
So, all right.
All right, so we got a few notes here. We're gonna look at our notes and check out what we got going. So thank you everybody for tuning in. This is absolutely amazing. This is our first like real legit. Okay, let's talk about something real quick. I got a side note. Another reason that we came back to Vegas, there's a guy on YouTube named Sean Cannell. He has a couple channels called Think Media, Think Marketing, and he's really devoted his life to making a better experience for us and understanding the back end of YouTube. So Sandy's been geeking out on him for...
Well, when you have a YouTube channel, right, you have no idea. It's a beast. I have no idea how to post, how to this, what's important, how do you get views. And if you're putting all this energy and effort into
I'm going to pause you for 1 sec. Winterfield?
Oh, yeah.
She said...
Winfred's writing... No, she's writing some wacky stuff.
All right.
So we're not gonna sorry, Winfred. We're not going to go there right now.
All right. Didn't mean to interrupt.
News nowadays are toxic. Yes, they are.
All right.
So...
where were we?
So I love the whole back end of YouTube. Yeah. And because if you're putting effort into it, you want people to see it, right? You want to share whatever you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing on the back end, no one's going to see anything. And so I started watching all these tutorials like Sean Cannell, Think Media, video influencers, all these other guys, Sunny. And so I really find it interesting, you know, where you actually put work in the back end and then people are watching your stuff and then all the love comes in, you give love out. And it was just this beautiful thing, this communication of people around the world. And so, so Sean Cannell is actually based out of here from Think Media.
Vegas.
What'd I say?
No.
He's based from Vegas, yeah. And you look like Adam Levine from...
Yeah, I'll take that all day long. Love it. I get that comment.
Yes, damn.
Yes. I used to get, when I was skinnier, I used to get Travis Barker, and then now I've been getting Adam Levine. So
yeah, I like Adam Levine.
Take that.
Do we have merchandise? Actually, we're going to address that. We are working on merchandise right now. We had some shirts made, but I didn't like the way the logo came out. It was really faded.
So we value quality, and we had a whole line of merchandise made, and the quality came back, and it wasn't up to our standards. And so I wouldn't feel good selling merchandise that I wouldn't necessarily want to wear. Yeah. So we stopped it, and now we're in search of another merchandise place so that we can get better quality. Because if you're buying stuff from us, that means the world to us, and we want to make sure that it's top notch. So
coming soon.
Coming soon. Next month or so.
Oh, someone wrote Adam and Pink.
So back to why we're back in Vegas and Sean Cannell. Sean Cannell's based out of Vegas. He has these meetups all around town where people who.
So while we were in Bali, we would get the emails that they were having a meetup, and I'm like, oh man, I would love to go, but we're all the way over here.
Yeah. So we've came back and we've actually connected with their community, and it's absolutely amazing because it's all like-minded people that are trying to build their influence on YouTube and just be better creators and better all-around people. And so last weekend we did a 20-hour mastermind with Sean Cannell and Heather and his team.
Heather Torres and Isaiah.
And absolutely changed our trajectory. So that's why we're doing stuff like this, because he laid down a roadmap for us to get to the promised land and the motherland and where we want to be at. So yeah, that's a huge part of what we're doing here and why we're doing this.
Alex wrote, any idea what kind would love a cap that has your logo? All right, so we want to do hats, sweatshirts, tank tops. I want to do cool cuts, though.
I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to grab our logo.
I love fashion, and I love to have not just the regular big T-shirt. I want to have, like, cool cuts. So that kind of is something, too, that's taking a second because I have to find the right styles, you know? Because when people are going to wear our stuff, I want it to be really cool and make you look cool. So, all right. So what's next?
We got some stickers printed up already, which came out pretty good. We were definitely happy with these.
But it's our new logo. I don't know if you guys remember. We put a poll out there for different styles of logos, and you guys spoke.
This is the sticker. So
and that is, does anybody notice this thing right here?
We got a little pink mohawk in here, a little graffiti style. Trying something new.
Oh, my God, it's pretty dead on, huh?
Yeah. So this would be like on a hat. It'd be on a shirt. Like I have a sweatshirt that's made, but Sandy had a bunch of tank tops.
Travis said, I'll help you guys find if you want.
Oh, good. Thanks, Travis. We need some love on that department for sure. Reason. Now we'll say reason. Yeah. Whatever. I don't
need a shirt for when I'm chilling at the beach. Tammy.
Yeah.
Oh, we got you, girl. We got you.
All right. So let's get to our next little spot here.
All right. So what's next? I think you went over it. We'll be in Vegas for a minute, focusing on. So we have so much footage from all of our travels that we just haven't gotten to. It's been kind of a bottleneck of editing.
I'm the bottleneck.
And so we are going to pump out tons and tons. Actually, a new video is probably coming out today.
Yeah, probably tonight. It was supposed to come out before this, but again, it takes forever to edit. We shot 6 videos over the past yesterday and the day before. Yeah. And so those will be released. We did a 4-part series on everything you need to know about the Philippines. And we did a 2-part series on everything you need to know about getting a 6-month visa to go to Bali. And then once you're in Bali, how to extend that 6-month visa so that you don't have to leave the country every 30 days.
Oh, so that was, we have questions for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So let me ask this one question real quick while we're in this mode here. So I have probably 25 videos that I could edit of us from last year traveling around the United States. Now, I know they're not the current things that we're doing and where we're at and all that stuff. And I wanted to get you guys' feedback on what you thought if we did like a throwback Thursday. Like maybe every Thursday we release a video that was maybe from a year ago or so. Let's see, we did Yosemite, we did crystal mines in Arkansas, we did New York. I mean, just epic stuff, like right up our alley, but just haven't got to editing it yet. And now it's getting kind of outside of, I don't know where we currently are doing, but I thought a cool concept would be a throwback Thursday.
Because there's a lot of RVers out there, RV life people, where, you know, that stuff is super relevant and they want to see.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure. So, okay.
Just an idea to throw out to you.
We got, let us know in the comments.
Alex said, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. So let us know in the comments. Do you want to see what kind of videos you want to see more of? Because we are going to start blasting out lots and lots and lots of videos.
So we're at kind of a crossroad here also. Do we just, I mean, we're going to keep doing our travel videos.
I would definitely watch them. All right.
We're definitely, the travel videos is where our heart and passion is and our love is. And that's like, I just love making those type of videos because they're so fun and they take people on a journey and it also documents our journey so that in 10 years, we're going to look back at it and go, holy crap, look how young you guys are, whatever. But we also thinking about like going into the, like maybe the how-to realm to give people information on how to get to those places because, you know,
don't grab his trap.
Yeah, don't grab. So we want to share our adventures with you, but we want to show you that it's possible for you too.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, we're not.
Because everybody asks, how do you guys do this? How do you guys do this? And so something else. Oh, I'm not going to say it. I'll keep it a surprise. Right. Some videos, some comparison videos that I'm going to do where I'm going to break down what it costs to do a couple of different things. And you can be the judge if you can afford these trips that we're doing.
Tammy asked if we're shooting 360 videos for VR. We haven't thought about that yet, but we could look into it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the idea of keep it simple and just do what you're good at. Pick one thing and be really good at it. And so,
hold on, Angelica Rodriguez. Yes, Rios clan want to travel in the States and need some guidance. Okay.
We've done some amazing stuff in the U.S.
Oh, Leslie Shell. Hey, Leslie. She would love to see the throwbacks. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So I just wanted to put that out there because I don't want people to be like, oh, that's not where you're at. I mean, nobody ever gives us any hate, like hardly ever. Like maybe 1 out of 5,000 comments is like, you guys look like white trash.
Tattoos. Why do you have tattoos? And crazy hair?
It's like whatever. Like it doesn't bother us. We just
2020. Get with the times. People don't have the same anymore.
So definitely the travel videos will continue, but we're also thinking about throwing in some how-tos so that you guys know
videos,
how to do this.
How much do things cost? Because our El Nido video, how much does it cost for 1 week? Hit 500,000 views.
500,000 views. It's crazy.
So in under a year. And so we
obviously people want to know. How much does it cost?
How much things cost. And because I know we did our research before we went travel anywhere. We look at YouTube videos of the place and, if there's what kind of information we can learn from it. And it has been so helpful. So that's our goal, is to do the same for you guys, because those are the questions that we get. We get thousands of comments. How do you guys do this? How much does it cost? What hotels you stay at? So that's something that we want to focus on now too, is because we want to give back that information. And so many people have been saying, even just in this feed, oh, we're going to go here because we watch your videos.
And that's crazy to us.
People have been DMing me. They're in the Philippines or Bali, wherever. Pictures of them in places that we were, because we inspired them to go there. Because our videos, they go, oh, we have to go there.
We have a whole Thailand series too. I haven't even got to yet. We spent almost 2 months in Thailand, and I don't even think today I was like, people don't even really know that we went to Thailand and lived on the beach in this freaking epic ass place for 3 weeks.
All right, and another thing that we're going to be doing, let us know if you guys want to see. We are going to be doing a whole Las Vegas series, because we are here in this big crazy city, and
we want to share our shitty with people. Share our shitty. Want to share our, say that.
What is it? Share our what?
City.
Share our city. Yeah.
Want to share
a Facebook group or something?
So we're going to create a Facebook group pretty soon.
Yeah, we actually should create a Facebook group.
So we want to share our city with everybody.
How many hard drives do you have? You do not want to know. I'm up to 4 terabyte hard drives now, because a year ago so we switched over to 4K, and so you know how that goes. We probably have 10, 15, I don't know. If I add them all up, there's probably 20 terabytes. So yeah, or more.
Fun.
So all right, interested in the Vegas. Oh, Tammy's interested in the Vegas videos. Yeah, so we looked at Vegas videos on YouTube, and they're either really old or just kind of super vlog style.
They are. So we can.
Well, no, not that they're bad, but we know what we can do, and we can make them super cool and just really cool. So Robbie from Nobu.
Oh my God, what's up, Robbie? Been forever, brother.
So that's something else we're going to be focusing on the next few weeks. We'll be shooting those and putting those up. So stay tuned if you're curious about Vegas, what things to do, how much things cost. Are you looking at my hands or something?
No, you're good.
Okay. Love that. Takes the stress out of planning. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. A whole series on that. And then I think that's it for that.
All right. Should we start to
wrap it up? Are there any other
questions?
Anybody have any questions for us? Are we planning any road trips soon? Probably not any road trips, because we're here to just focus completely on the business and building a team and pumping out YouTube videos and building the courses. So we really have to hold our travels off for a few months.
We're like a rabbit sitting at the starting line, like, oh, I want to go so bad.
Really hard. But it's like,
kids.
What's the bigger goal? What's the bigger vision right now? What are we trying to accomplish? Because if we go and run right now, everything stops for however long we're gone.
I always enjoy watching.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Thank you. So sweet. And I just want to say thank you so much for all of the love from everybody out there. You guys have truly been so inspirational to us and make this all worth it.
Yeah, totally.
Seriously, make it all
there's
worth
many
it.
hours I'm sitting up in the bedroom or in the editing suite and missing out on time with my family and experience with them because I'm editing videos. And so the payoff for me is when we create a community and we get feedback and we inspire people. And yeah, it's just... It's mind-blowing.
Our Trying Something New crew.
It's mind-blowing that you can create something like this and it comes back, you know, and
Yes.
and you guys give to
Yes.
us, and we give to you, and you give to us, and
the
we give to
feedback,
you,
yeah.
and we, you know, it's just this
We are
beautiful,
truly grateful.
this beautiful circle that keeps going.
Yeah.
And I hope it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and we connect with as many people as we can, and create meetups where we're all inspiring each other.
So when we come back to the Philippines, we want to get your input on where we should hold meetups, because we want to have meetups in a bunch of different places. So we already have ideas of where we want to go and what we're going to do, but we would love your feedback, because you guys that are from the Philippines, let us know, where should we do it? Maybe ideas of where we should hold them, because we are super excited to come back. Cannot wait.
All right. So a couple questions that came in. Is it easier to travel abroad than in the U.S.? I don't know. I think each place has its challenges. I view the challenges as experiences. So when we're trying to figure out how to get from this island to that island, and Sandy's on her phone that doesn't work, and the Wi-Fi doesn't work, and nothing works, and
so it's definitely harder to travel abroad, because of course here in the U.S. you know where everything is. You have your Targets, your Walmarts, you have whatever you need. So when you're traveling abroad, you definitely have struggles, because you don't. Most islands, if you're going to islands, will not have big stores, like, at all. And so they won't have your normal things that you like to get.
There's no Walmarts, there's no Targets. Then when you do find a big store, everything's imported, so it's like double or triple the price. So you're
depending where you are.
Yeah, but you're like, I'm not paying that much for a snorkel set, $70 for a snorkel set.
What is it, Fakar Ahmed? I'm your biggest fan, guys.
Thanks. Somebody asked what our favorite tattoos are. I just got my chest done recently. I really did kind of dig it on that one.
I love my hands.
Yeah, but this one says Hayes, that's Ryder's middle name, and this one says Star, that's Skylar's middle name. So I think
you had Nixon.
Oh yeah, I got Nixon right here. Nixon on my wrist. But I think
I have Nixon right here.
I think the kids' names are kind of some of our favorite ones, you know.
I have to get Skylar and Ryder. They remind me all the time. So I have to get those soon too.
And I don't know if anybody's into A&E and all their programming and stuff like that, but there was a show on A&E called Bad Ink with Dirk Vermin. And we did Dirk's wedding here.
Love Dirk.
We did Dirk's wedding here in Las Vegas and became really good friends with them.
He did these,
and he said, "Come on in, guys. I'm going to do some stuff with you." So he's an old school cat that does this kind of traditional, really cool stuff. And he got pigeonholed as a cover-up artist on the show, and he hates doing cover-ups, and it's not even his thing. So.
He's an amazing talented tattoo artist. So Dirk, shout out to you, dude.
I love you, Dirk.
And he's doing a bad deal.
All right, so we're
So I wish to meet you someday when you visit the Philippines. What is it? Krishman Duramitz. We want to meet you too. So that's the deal. When we go back, we want to meet as many people as possible, because there's nothing better than that face-to-face connection.
It's amazing.
So we communicate all the time this way. You should get tattooed in the Philippines. Okay.
When we were in Gili T in Bali like a couple months ago, we just finished up a triathlon. And
did anybody see that video? Because I felt really out of shape during that triathlon. We are pretty in shape people, and that triathlon kicked our asses. So we are in better shape than that. But why shouldn't be last?
But why we're on this tiny island out in the middle of nowhere, right? Away from Bali and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Somebody walks up to us. 3 girls, was it?
Well, the first one was, there was a woman, this really buff woman.
Super buff.
Kim Durkins, I think it's Kimmy, right? She goes, I knew I recognized you guys. And I'm like, oh, from where? And she goes, I follow you on Instagram. You're trying something new. And I follow your family and your adventures. And I'm like, get out of here. We are on a tiny island.
In the middle of nowhere.
Tiny island in Bali, right? And literally, I don't even know how many people, maybe 1,000, 2,000 people on the island. So we're like, oh my God, no way. We're like taking pictures with her. Literally, as we're talking to her, 3 girls pass by and go, you're trying something new. And we're like, what the hell out of here? Is this candid camera?
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, I'm from Ireland. I watch your YouTube videos. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
We're like, wow. And then
a few hours later that day, we were actually leaving the island, going to the boat harbor. And Amanda and her 2 kids, a family, comes running after us and goes, hey, your guys are trying something new. And I'm like, I drop my bags. I go, you've got to be kidding me. How do so many people recognize us in a small island? But it was seriously
like, wow.
Mind-blowing, amazing experience.
The power of YouTube is just phooey.
And Amanda and her 2 kids were there. They were in a restaurant, saw us pass by, and said, we have to go say hi. So they ran after. Yeah. And now we're friends with them. So they came and stayed with us in Lombok. They came out,
So if you guys ever see us out somewhere, do not be shy. Please come up to us and be like, what's up, guys? I love you. Or be like, we love you too.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, so cool.
That was pretty funny. But actually seeing you guys.
Committed to finish.
That was a pretty funny
Super
video.
committed to
Actually seeing
finish.
you guys being last, but committed to finish.
So,
I was like, there's no way we're last.
So we're gonna make a commitment to ourselves to at least get out one video a week. As of right now, we're doing one video a week. Sandy is pushing me to do 3 a week, which I think I might be able to do once we get some systems in place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's our goal, is to do 3 a week. And
Would
keep
you guys like that? Would you guys like 3 a week?
and keep that going. So that's the thing right now. That's what we're trying to build up to.
Yeah.
And
So stay tuned to our YouTube channel
Yeah.
because we have a lot coming out, a lot of informative stuff, Vegas stuff. And so, yeah, but if anybody's active on our YouTube community page, community tab, I'm trying to be very active on there and keep you guys posted and asking and for polls and stuff and asking for your advice. So stay tuned on the community tab because I love using that.
it's fun. It's a good way to connect.
And it's a great way to connect with everybody.
All right, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we got to do some shout outs.
Oh, shout outs. Okay, shout outs.
So
Sorry.
a lot of people asked for shout outs. And so we are going to give
If you
guys
stuck
some
around for
shout-outs.
50 minutes, I guess we can give you a
Did
shout
we
out.
say in the beginning that we were going to do shout outs?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe we can
know.
go back and edit it in.
All right. Well, looks like I'm giving you pink.
Yeah, all right. I like that.
You guys are doing amazing stuff. Oh, thank you.
We want to do more. So
All right.
we've really only tapped into about 10% of what
Yeah, seriously,
our
guys.
capabilities are. And so we have to push ourselves.
All right. So we're going to give a shout out. Mine Invest DC, Brenda Ibarajas, Reggie Villanueva from Riverside, Dianella Valeno, and she wants to give a shout out to her son because he has been taking care of her sick mom.
Aw.
How sweet is that? Alex Bassa, Rensgar Garcia, Nana Reina and Redu in Lombok. We love you. Weira and his wife in Bali.
Great driver. If you ever go to Bali, contact us. I'll give you Weir's number.
Yes.
He is the Bali dude.
He's awesome. Carlo Antonio and his 2 sons, Zayden and Xander. Mhel Huang, Diana De Lara, Terry Larn. 3 cases, 2 kids, and 1 dream.
Oh, that's a good one.
Allison and Mimi.
I like that one.
Let's see. Jackie Rule in Canada. We love you, Jackie.
So we did Jackie's wedding, and recently she's discovered that she wants to be a
She's on YouTube now,
blogger. Took a whole online course on how to edit and produce. So yeah, right on, man. Good for you.
Adam Mixvilla, Roiz Roca Corpuz, JC, Chris Astomo, Tammy DeCoster, Petra Moeller, RF Corner, Kaloy Kowi, Angie Josh Bella Lucas, and Top Flight Family. Top Flight Family, I want you guys to check out. So they do this whole thing on how to travel luxury because we don't necessarily travel that luxurious, but they have a lot of tips and stuff on traveling the luxury style.
Yeah.
And cheap ways to do that.
Yep.
So, yep.
Aaron says it's 3 a.m. here, but I'm in no rush. Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, guys, thumbs up.
And Fat N-word wants us to give us a shout out. So I'm going to say Fat N-word because I don't feel comfortable saying the N-word. So
It's nega. So, fat nega. It's an E-G-G-A.
all right, you say it then. I don't want to say
Shout out, please.
it. Saudi Arabia.
Chrisman Duremdes. I don't want to say your name wrong. I'm sorry if I said it wrong.
All right, so I think our goal, our mission, our bigger purpose is to inspire ourselves and inspire you guys to get out there and try something new. That's kind of the whole concept of our thing, is to think outside the box, really go after your dreams. We're not here forever. We're not invincible. People come and go, people live and die. And I hate for everybody to get to the end of the road and think, I didn't do what I wanted to do. So please take a step back, look at what your dreams are, and know that you can go out there and accomplish anything you want to do.
Because seriously, if we can be doing this, anybody can be doing this.
Yeah.
So
You just
and
got
another thing I want to say is we're gonna do something where we want to put a call out there to everyone to try something new. We should have said this in the beginning. We want everyone to try something new, film yourself doing it, and send it in because we want to make a compilation
Yes, how cool
of
would that
a
be?
video of everybody just trying something new, whether it's food, an adventure, something. Try something new.
Skydiving.
And so film
Snorkeling.
yourself, have somebody film you, but we want to make a compilation of how awesome it is and sometimes how life-changing it can be to try something new. Because maybe, whether it's, who knows what it is.
Oh,
But
and just to finish up, yesterday Sandy got a message on her phone and she just put it on Instagram, but somebody's daughter.
Oh yeah, Mimi's daughter Allison. They follow us on YouTube.
Yeah, and they love Sandy so much that her daughter, for her 10th birthday, wanted to get a mohawk. So they went to the barber shop and they pulled up our YouTube videos on the TV screen. Wherever
Is that what they did?
Oh, I don't know. That's
well, no. I think they had our video up on their TV, and with me there, and then the daughter with the new haircut, and said she wanted for her 10th birthday, she wanted to have her haircut like me.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, oh my god, seriously,
Alex, we haven't launched the campaign yet. We'll make a video about the whole campaign, so and where to send it and all that stuff. But it's just an idea that
you guys definitely inspired me to try something new. Going on a trip myself next month. All right, cool. So you know what? I'm going to put it out everywhere.
Yeah,
I think,
we should really get on that. We'll get on it this week.
To try something new, send me an email with the video and
Dropbox, whatever. I mean,
whatever.
We'll put some stuff that like definitely be like, I'm here and so trying something new, and then doing whatever you're doing. So
because guys, how cool would that be to see a whole bunch of people doing something amazing, trying something new, getting out of your comfort zone? I mean, for me, I love that.
We could start a movement and inspire the world.
Woo!
Together.
So we still have a whole bunch of people still watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned. It's 55 minutes, so it's really long, but we wanted to just keep you guys posted where we're at. I know it was like 2 months. Within 2 months, we had like 2 videos up, and
sorry, I have Sean Cannell. We went to his mastermind, and he pulled up our YouTube channel to do an audit on it, and he looks at me and he goes, "What the hell is this?" And I go,
"You're breaking my heart."
I go, "I have no excuses, my brother."
And all I did was.
I could come up with 50 excuses why I haven't sat down and edited. I was editing other people's videos that paid us for their videos. So, yeah. I have no excuse. So, my apologies.
Stay tuned, because we are going to do a little campaign of trying something new where everyone film yourself doing something new, trying something new, and send it in. And we are going to make a video and put all of your videos in there.
I don't know if you guys have seen the new GoPro video, but they crowdsourced the GoPro video. So every clip in the GoPro video for the GoPro Hero 8, which is amazing. If you haven't got it, get it, because it's the most epic camera ever. But
probably going to be our new vlogging camera for anything daytime.
All the clips in there are from people who have shot stuff with the GoPro, and they gave each person $10,000.
So watch that video, because it is inspiring. So seriously, it's just inspiring to watch. Inspiring to look on the people's faces and all of that. So stay tuned. Thriving with a family. She said, I didn't even know there was a community tab. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to get that community tab on YouTube. So if you don't have it yet, after 1,000, you'll get one. But it's a good way to stay connected. And what else?
And this
stay tuned to social media on Instagram, Facebook, and the community tab, because that's where we're going to be posting all of our stuff. Yep.
Sounds good. All right, guys. I hope we inspire each other to get out there and try something new, to chase our dreams, to live our best life.
Thriving with the baby.
That's what it's about, man.
Thank you for being awesome.
This world is amazing, and it's up to us to go all discover that.
Yep.
And get outside the box.
So have an amazing Saturday. Or if you're in the Philippines, is it Sunday? Sunday morning. Saturday night, Sunday morning.
3 a.m.
If you can, give a shout out to Skylar Shill. Skylar! She loves watching you guys and seeing the kids. So Skylar, oh, she's such a cutie pie. Send it where? Facebook. All right, so Alex is asking where to send it. I'm going to put the whole trying something new campaign thing on our social media, so you know exactly where to send it. All right?
All right,
so
guys.
Stay tuned. We love you all. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for sending us love.
Sky wants to say bye. Get out there.
Say bye, Sky.
Sky, say get out there.
Bye.
Get out there
and try something new.
Yay. Love you guys.
Everybody's asking where to send. Look at social media. I will put it there, okay?
All right.
Bye, guys.
We're going to create a campaign for that.